Hi everyone, it's Menno. Happy New Year! We're only 1 week into the new year and boy oh boy are some men losing their shit over a woman, a rather fabulous one, saying that women are a sex class within their own right and that they have every right to their own single-sex spaces. Oh my god, hate speech! First, James Max.
I don't think any man can ever become a woman.
By saying the things that you're saying is pretty hateful, pretty disturbing.
I just don't want men in women's spaces, and I don't care how those men identify.
I'm a standard.
It's astounding.
Then, Tom Harwood.
Do you not think that the most profound and abusive thing is you talking to trans people, to trans women, and calling them men? It's the most extraordinary and quite frankly rude position. That's an extraordinary position to be taking. I do find it extraordinary.
Most extraordinary.
Enter Boy George, who must have thought, anything they can do, I can do better. He tweeted this on the 5th of January. Trans people are not a threat to women or female spaces. All the trans women I know carry themselves with grace and respect for the goddess energy. If you don't like me having an opinion, fuck off and don't follow me. Anyone who wants critical thinking, please stick around.
In other words,
A man telling women to let men into their spaces and not to argue back. Thank you, George.
All the girls I know are kind, and that's how I like them.
Okay, number 1. There is such a thing in life as female people. Like your mum. We call them women and girls. 2. Female refers to the material reality of their sex, not some goddess energy. 3. Women and girls have every right, by law, to their own single-sex spaces. 4. You have no right to tell them to share their spaces with men, no matter how magical their lady feels, or if they sing as they take a slash. 5. Women and girls have been physically attacked, sexually assaulted, raped, and even murdered by men with magical lady feels. Yes, also in female-only spaces. But hey, George has nice friends! 6. 99% of sexual assaults and rape are committed by men. When a man starts getting carried away with his inner Shania,
man, I feel like a woman.
that doesn't make him any less likely to commit these types of crimes. In fact, male prisoners with magical lady feels are more likely to have been convicted of a sexual offense than male prisoners without the magical lady feels. 7. You have more in common with what you call a trans woman than a woman ever will. Here's Kelly J, yourself, and Claire. Kelly J is female, you and Claire are male. Kelly J defends female-only spaces, you and Claire don't. Oh, and you and Claire both ended up in prison after cocaine-fueled shenanigans. Claire raped a dog, and you falsely imprisoned a male escort. But while you went to the men's prison, Claire will probably serve his sentence in the women's prison. And I'm guessing you'd be absolutely fine with that, wouldn't you? Because nice friends. Has Kelly J ever been arrested? Yes. Why? For raping a dog? No. For falsely imprisoning someone? No. Simply for being a woman standing up for women's rights. 8. Your friends can respect the goddess energy all they like, it's irrelevant. What they need to respect are actual women, their boundaries, to stop claiming womanhood for themselves and to stay the fuck out of women's spaces. Critical thinking, huh? Okay. When are you gonna start? It's not that surprising that you think women should be letting men into their spaces. After all, you said you were using the ladies in the 80s yourself.
I used the ladies' toilet throughout the 80s.
Well, it wasn't acceptable. And it isn't acceptable now. Fortunately, not all men are idiots, and there were some that came out in support of women in response to your tweet. Here's one by the handsome Matt. And one by your old friend Marilyn. No, they fucking don't. And here's a tweet that I think really sums up where we're at. Society is prepared to accept men as women before it has even finished accepting women as women. Okay, time to invoke some goddess energy. Namyo Renge fuck up George. 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 Namyo Renge fuck up.
Pretty hateful, pretty disturbing. I'm a standard.
Extraordinary.
To all my PayPal and Patreon supporters, thank you so very much. Special shout out to my big spenders, Helper Open, Mama Turv and the Turvin Teens, Dark Horse, The Lovely Mary, me Julie, Julia, and Stephanie. Thank you. Isn't this piano gorgeous?